Welcome back to God of War, a game where father-son bonding is an act of horrifying murdering things together. Oh, which means it's very wholesome and family-friendly manner of doing things. Just go and kill.
Oh look, the witch's magic is still covering those scorn poles. Saves us some time.
Hey, yeah, thank you, witch. And good for you, good. And it's a nice thing that Atreus noticed it as well. Even though it just saves a bit of time. But these places... Oh well, I had gathered that one. But had I climbed this one? I really don't know yet. Yup. Nah, this is just a... This was just a way to get up. Again, this is the way forward, and what was previously was a way to get up. And... coughed, and no, I am not infected by corona. Even though it's quite good beer. It had a bit. I think it had a bit of a. I could call it mild taste. Slightly sweet, quite pleasant. Unusual to what I'm used to drink. I used to drink more like barley beers made from whatever stuff. Barley beer, and Corona is much more of a maize or corn. Oh. Oh, this kind of. Oh, and I can. And of course I can go and craft more.
Master Atreus, how may I serve? Something else for you then?
Let's just get myself this kind of fancy thing.
Try keeping that clean.
Belt of the Ancients. And while I'm at it, well, don't have enough gear. That item upgrades and all that is most likely something that it's best to do off screen, because it most likely is quite... Oh damn, forgot that I was in a bit of a weak state. Not anymore. For some reason I really like throwing the axe at things. Maybe it's because hey, it gives me a chance to attack them further away, not being too close to them. And of course in this kind of, I'd say that it's a hybrid of slash chop 'em up, or however you wanna call it, and Dark Souls style open world RPG. It's generally it's usually just smarter to play carefully with carefulness instead of instead of boldness. At least that's how I figured out the better way of playing through these. It's real nice that the game also shows that limits with all the poison areas. Makes it easier to learn out everything. But now as I think about the Norse mythology, it's actually quite weird or strange. Well, it certainly is different in comparison to Greek mythologies, although it does have the same, you could say, trait of what could be said to be polytheistic mythologies or religions, in that
It's locked magically.
and no way to open. Yep. Yep. Nope. Not opening. Damn. So, well, you could say that the... Well, for example, well, of discounting how the god of war shows them, but in Greek mythology, the chief god Zeus was a big, just dude. Of course, he had a habit of getting about. Well, he had something like a 10,000 million bastards, with all kinds of pretty-looking women, and at least one boy, one male lover, which he also took
Do you
today.
think I could carry her now?
No.
But
I said no.
Okay.
Kratos. It's mostly it's something that kind of a task that carrying the wife is a task which was given to Kratos himself, so he will do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Only if he would be something like die would he change, would it become different or necessary to for Atreus to carry those ashes. But I think that when you actually look at how she was burned with a funeral pyre now, then I think it's most likely just wood ash. Ancient Romans had reportedly they had asbestos
So who do you
wraps.
think carved the face in the mountain?
You would know better than I.
Thanks.
Now watch your step. Carelessness will only delay us.
Right.
Yeah, but this far, as
Well,
much
there's
as
the black breath again. What do we do now?
We see if the witch was right.
well, there's still some loot. But does that stuff open with? Nope, that stuff that is not open. I must get some sort of fire method or something to actually open those things. And damn, that kind of visions are exactly what makes God of War.
It's working. She was right.
Come, let us finish this.
I don't think this getting through this smoke or whatever, fog or whatever it is, ends this. We're getting closer to the end, but I'm certain there's about to be lots of different kind of obstacles and gaps to make it. Oh damn, there's quite long smoke. But it's not the first time Kratos has wandered through areas of darkness using some sort of light source. Well, he used even a removed head of Helios as a light source, and well, Norse mythology gods, however you want to see it.
Path ahead. It's blocked.
Then we climb.
Alright, is there anything else? There are those red glimmering bits, which I'm certain I will get method to open them. Yep, a big jump. And unlike in many other examples of this kind of open world RPG element, even though this one has quite plenty of action elements.
Mother said the giants used to visit the Midgard Mountains before they disappeared.
Disappeared?
Yeah, I guess they just up and left one day. No one knows why.
Perhaps they returned to their home.
Tiernan? Maybe. I wonder if the face in the mountain was a tribute to some important giant. The mountain! We made it!
More black breath.
And now it's much more difficult. Well, getting forward. Game is quite eager to tell where where to go.
That emblem matches the one on the door to Jotunheim and Tyr's temple. The giants did come here.
And it's dark.
Is that a deer? I don't remember stories of a giant with a deer head. Wonder who he is. No way across. But there's a sand bowl.
Actually, when I look about it, that kind of horned god figure is quite common. But I don't know, at least Celtic mythology had a god with a horned head, or antlered god. Or god with antlers, however you want to call it.
Maybe the riddle will help.
Nothing.
I am quite certain that I must find 2 of these big crystals to get some sort of light shine on the horned horned divinity or deity, which I really don't know. Don't recognize, but well, follow the basic method of create. And I'm gonna rip it apart. Bare-handed mayheming.
That was good, right?
Adequate.
Yeah, and Kratos is no longer as angry as he used to be. He speaks much more friendly.
It's like they're testing us.
Oh yeah, well Kratos has faced many this kind of their tests and places before.
Okay, that looks right.
Some of them even deliberately made to work like that.
Still no help.
Well,
What does it say?
No yoked beast, nor fearful thrall, nor rooted tree doth know my call.
well, I don't know. I really don't know what that means. It's a riddle, yes, but I don't know what kind of riddle it is.
Huh?
Let's just hack silver. I'm not denying that hack silver being useful.
Sap? In a cave? Weird.
Sap. Yeah, acts of vandalism against anciently old ruins and structures. Doesn't appear to work like that, and I can't jump over it. Is there anything to strike here? And this is also quite much of basic gameplay of God of War series as well, of these riddles or puzzles, which of course do make it quite obvious that Kratos, despite mostly preferring to horrifying acts of violence over thinking ahead, or as I prefers violence over thinking, is quite adept at that thinking part. So that, and of course when somebody is capable of being extremely violent yet smart, that is very, very bad news usually. In sense that you're in a trouble trying to take them down. If you can't trust, you can't count on them being stupid, falling for a trap, or not noticing it, or not figuring it out eventually, and you certainly can't count on them not being friendly. But of course, characters like that, horribly violent and smart but horribly violent, can be both protagonists and of course antagonists as well. And sometimes it's quite blurred as the, well, hero of the game does not need to be heroic in a general sense. So let's just try to... I wonder, is it so that I would take all the...
Atreus, to me!
I'm coming!
Here it's not, there's nothing here, so where in the hell it is? Let's put that back in. Try to pull this.
The floorboy.
Oh yeah.
Something's missing.
Oh yeah. Use the bows.
Room.
Is it the answer?
Freedom. Sure, that works.
Go ahead.
Sure. Rouse.
Oh yeah.
What's it doing?
It's calling for something to kill us. So we're gonna kill
Thought
it.
maybe there'd be a bridge.
Your giants mean to test us further.
Good luck that I
There's
didn't
a
need
crystal
to.
in that torch holder. Should I light it?
Oh yeah.
That helps, right?
Alright, what's the next target? Oh yeah, and of course this is the one of is the much more
Guess we have to go down and go up.
peaceful phase. And mostly because after quite
Giants. Why do you laugh?
Oh, you're serious.
I'm always serious.
I forget. Mom always said you never took an interest in history. Giants are just a race, like elves and Holgerfolk. It doesn't mean they're big.
What of the world serpent?
Okay, in that case, giant also means big. There's only one of them.
Oh yeah. But it's a real nice storytelling in as in there's clearly Atreus already has strength and traits that Kratos does not have, even though those they are not without conflict. Still, that or to say there is conflict, and Kratos is not the father of the year material. Most likely not even in this era he would not be of that material. But hey, this guy in here doesn't need it. Oh yeah. Can't really see there to be anything of importance or use going backwards, and I hope it's not the wrong direction. Oh yeah, there was just a big rock blocking the path.
Keep it up.
Ah, shit. Well, good kick, boy.
Done.
Dead. I damn certainly hate that kind of enemies. I'm finding shit lots of this Hacksilver out. And I'm quite certain that there will be a phase where I'm gonna get another weapon. Oh yeah, that's a pathway showing where to go, how to go. All kinds of guidance like that. But where it leads and how it leads, do not know. Well, I would always say I do not know which one of them is the right one. Oh yeah, light shock that guy. Oh yeah, kill by rip apart ripping. Not the fanciest method of doing things, but certainly one of the more effective ways of doing things.
How'd you know that was there?
It can be called to be a wild guess, a good guess, educated guess, or learned with hard experience and violent tendencies guess. And Kratos is good making that kind of guesses. And of course that lock. More places to go, places to go, places to go.
Dragon behind you!
Oh shit. Yeah, pests tried old-fashioned move of attacking from the rear to do some damage, but it doesn't really work always so well.
Ready yourself, boy!
Come on, you die. Fast but efficient. And that's the way Kratos likes to do things. Fast but efficient. Yeah, and a bit of sliding backwards just to... And I really don't trust those Draugr. What? Oh yeah, there's... I guess that's one. Dropping stuff, but even though I don't know the actual purpose of it. I wonder, does... Oh yeah, it was something like that. Don't really know how what I figured out, if anything, but... Oh yeah, horn of blood, but this horn, drinking horn, certainly was a good find to do. So let's just keep wandering through the... Yep, and now I did get him. And it was most likely just a new kind of variant of these Draugr beasts. I've been slaughtering in quite big numbers.
Is a lot of bodies.
But they're old, they're corpses.
Tell me what you see.
Well, they look like men, not giants.
Correct. Thieves seeking treasure. See the traps?
Oh yeah. Lucky for us, they set them all off.
Be grateful these stay dead.
Oh yeah, Draugr. Oh, and just one little punch of a fist just
We made it across!
broke it to pieces. Yeah, Kratos has a big...
Can you read it?
Yes, sir! Oh, this is Durothron, one of the 4 stags of the World Tree. He's supposed to watch the entrance to Jotunheim while the giants sleep. Think he's still there?
I do not know.
Kratos is, luckily, well, he's in a situation where he cannot lie about knowing things. He must admit being ignorant of whatever there is.
I've seen this language.
Oh yeah, just lots of scrolls.
Why would someone hide a library?
for there's treasure. Knowledge can be even bigger treasure than gold and weapons or valuables and weaponry. That's at least how I see it. And loss of knowledge maybe is much bigger is much more permanent than loss of materials. Of course, well, knowledge is head chopped in half. And that things like that deserve that kind of thing. They're dead. Why they don't remain dead? They should remain dead. I'm gonna. I must find a way to open this kind of walls so I can drag that big light crystal near that, and then just. Yep, time to get horribly upset.
Where to now?
The peak is still our goal. We find a way up.
Well, I wondered, is there a end being honestly, homicidally, brutally, Kratos crazy? But move, or do I have to keep going with the rage all the time? Because if I have to keep going on the rage, it's quite a wasteful thing. I'm gonna say it doesn't feel so efficient that you cannot just deactivate the rage whenever you need, when you have no more need for it. Even though rage mode in God of War, at least, were very potent boost to your abilities, usually including endless magical resources, or not being immune to flinching and all that kind of things. It was very useful move.
No, the request has been more complicated than she could have foreseen.
Foresight tends to be.
It's a name, I think. Rasley. It means terror.
Certainly not most friendly sounding name.
What's that? Weird. There's a candle all tangled up with string and some sort of animal hide. Some kind of lantern? No wick, though.
That is of no use to us. The Bifrost lights our way.
Hey, what do you think lit these torches? The dead don't need light.
Eyes open.
And a path to go down. Well, yeah, these are also very common to God of War, these returning paths, which are generally, which implies that these areas are meant to be traversable two ways, that you can go forward, but you can also return here, or come back with the other way. So, opening.
Whoa, what is all this? Where are we?
A mine. And if this claw reaches the summit, our goal is near.
Alright, how do we use it?
Alright, well, I guess it's time to end this episode right here. There's been progress and a new, some fighting and a new puzzle, more, and lots of puzzles. So time to continue, most likely on that path
Looks like something's
next
supposed to
time.
follow us.
See ya.